Interviews. They're one of the major aspects in our adult lives and also define us in a unique way. For example, when you apply for a job, you can expect to get an interview, as the employers need to get a sense for who you are and try to understand you and just the kind of character you are. Imagine being a celebrity in an interview. Cameras on you and always having to watch what you say, otherwise, your career might just be over. So hey y'all, it's your girl with Top 5, and today we'll be looking at the top 5 celebrities who almost destroyed their career in a single interview. Yikes! Buckle in and get ready for this one. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. Number 5. John Lennon. John Winston Ono Lennon, or just John Lennon, is known from the Beatles, the band known worldwide for making the best music of their time. But by now we all know that with huge fame and popularity also comes some huge problems sometimes. Well, that same shit happened with our guy in an interview in 1966, where he was asked a few questions about him, his lifestyle, and what he likes. But things didn't end on this, and it took a bit of a turn when he made some comments on Christianity, making the controversial remark that the Beatles were more popular than Jesus. Adding to his comment, he said, "Christianity will go. It will vanish and shrink. I don't need to argue about that. I am right and I will be proved right. I don't know which will go first, rock and roll or Christianity." When Lennon said this, he was saying that people were more infatuated with the band than Christians were infatuated with Jesus and faith, stating that their faith was declining to the extent that it might be outlasted by rock music. At first, his opinions were not taken into much consideration when originally published, but it drew angry reactions from Christian communities when republished in the United States that July. Some radio stations stopped playing Beatles songs altogether. Records were publicly burned. Press conferences were canceled. And to make matters even worse, their concerts were picketed by the Ku Klux Klan. Gross. Number 4. Tom Cruise. We all know the Mission Impossible star Tom Cruise, who led hits in and out through his amazing acting and fighting skills. But as we've said before, fame comes with a price. Tom, during an interview in 2005, criticized Brooke Shields on Access Hollywood for using antidepressants to help her get through postpartum depression. This rather insensitive comment from Cruise was not exactly well received, as it was none of his business talking about it, and he isn't even a doctor himself, so he really has no place to go making such remarks. When the host asked him about the Shields incident, Cruise went off, calling psychiatry a pseudoscience. Tom claimed there is no such thing as a chemical imbalance. So postpartum depression to you is psychological gobbledygook? Lauer said. Cruise objected before Lauer continued. But a little bit what you're saying, Tom, is you're saying you want people, like Shields, to do well, but you want them to do well by taking the road that you approve of. Number 3. Megan Fox. Megan Fox, the name heard by everyone from the Transformers series, just couldn't go by without making this list. Many have seen her 2009 movie Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen, which made her a super hit. But as life always takes more than it gives every time, in the same year of her movie release, one of her interviews also went viral. "I was wearing a Stars and Stripes bikini and a red cowboy hat and 6-inch heels, and he approved of it," Megan began. "They said, 'You know, Michael, she's 15, so you can't sit her at the bar and she can't have a drink in her hands.' So his solution to that problem was to then have me dancing underneath the waterfall, getting soaking wet," she continued. Unfortunately for Fox, just after this interview, she was fired from the series, and her career took a bit of a downward turn. She just had a breakthrough from the movie that she just insulted, and it looks as though Michael Bay just couldn't let that stand. Number 2. Kanye West. Alright, is anyone even surprised that Kanye made this list? This list just wouldn't be complete without an entry from the American rapper Kanye West. Kanye has had a few interviews in his career that might still haunt him to this day. In an interview in 2018, West made a very controversial statement, implying that slavery was a choice for African Americans during an interview on TMZ Live. Talk about an audacious statement. This sentence enraged just about anyone that heard it. Over the course of the conversation, during which he was accompanied by conservative commentator Candace Owens, the outspoken artist sounded off on the centuries African Americans spent shackled in servitude. You hear about slavery for 400 years. For 400 years? That sounds like a choice, he said. You were there for 400 years and it was all of y'all? It's like we're meant to be in prison. I like the word prison, because slavery goes too direct on the idea of blacks. Prison is something that unites us as one race. The remark was initially met with stunned silence by the members of the TMZ staff. Number 1. John Mayer. The singer and songwriter John Mayer is a pretty much known name around the globe and is famous for his songs Slow Dancing in a Burning Room, New Light, and many more. But the singer did have a pretty bad interview once upon a time. In the interview, he made a few racist-type statements, in which he said, "That girl is like crack cocaine to me," Mayer said of Simpson. Sexually, it was crazy. That's all I'll say. It was like napalm. Sexual napalm. Mayer also spoke on Aniston, denying the rumor that his current single, Heartbreak Warfare, from new album Battle Studies, was inspired by his most recent ex. That woman would never use Heartbreak Warfare, Mayer insisted. That woman is the most communicative, sweetest, kindest person. Not only this, but the singer also added stuff like, "I only sleep with white girls," and many more things which basically related to his personal life, which seemed a bit offensive to some of his fans, as he definitely lost some with those remarks. Ouch. Better luck next time. So yeah, that's a wrap. We hope we shared something new with you today. Can you recommend any bad interviews for us to showcase? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to drop us a like and a sub to see what we upload next. Till then, have a beautiful day, and don't forget to water your plants. Bye!